Today, I'm gonna share with you my 9 income sources that I've built for myself over the course of the past 10 years. I'm not gonna include the ones that I'm no longer doing or the ones that have made very insignificant income. Here are my 9 sources of income, some more active than others. Let's go! One of the more regular, recurring ones that I've been doing for the past, I think almost more than 6 years now, is being an adjunct lecturer. I started adjunct teaching in my early 20s because there was a role open and my lecturer that used to teach me asked me if I was keen to take up the role, and of course I said yes, and that started my adjunct teaching career. I started teaching at Singapore Polytechnic. Later on, I went on to teach at other schools like Nanyang Polytechnic and the Songwriter Music College, which is a school that provides private diploma courses. You're only paid for in-class hours, and all the other stuff, including marking, preparing for slides and everything, has to be done at your own time. So you decide whether that is worth it for you or not. For me personally, I still do it because I really enjoy interacting with students, and over the past 6+ years of teaching, some of my students have gone on to achieve extremely amazing things, which for me is super rewarding as a teacher, because some words I said in class inspired them to go and chase their dreams. Doing stuff that they're really passionate about and making a living off the stuff that they're passionate about is something that really drives me. Next is my content creation and podcast creation studio, LFG Content Co. I draw a very small salary from the studio as a co-founder and director. Some of you interns out there probably make more than what I draw from my own company, but this is a company that I had a lot of fun setting up with 3 of my friends, and we essentially provide content creation and podcast production services to startups, solopreneurs, content creators, SMEs, and clients like that. So my role was to set up the company together with my business partners, grow the brand, grow the clientele, and ensure that everybody is paid. For me, one of the reasons why I draw such a small salary, literally I get paid less than a freaking intern, okay? The reason why I do that is so that the revenue that we generate can go into R&Ding new products, new services, new technology, and also to go into rewarding and paying the people that actually work there full-time on a day-to-day basis, because they evidently spend a lot more hours in the studio doing work for the clients than me. For my business and businesses like that, I only get rewarded financially if eventually we do a valuation and we sell the company, or the company grows by a crazy amount due to a new software, new tech, or new service that we have developed. Right now, I'm just very happy drawing a very small salary so that everybody else can get paid for the work that they're doing, and we develop something awesome together. Most importantly, for all of the work that I do and all of the companies that I run, everybody must love what they do, everybody must be having fun. Even if we make a little bit lesser and we don't take on the jobs that we don't like to do, it is most important that everybody loves what they are doing. Next up is my real estate consultancy business. For my real estate consultancy business, I transact properties for people, whether you're selling or buying or renting. I work very closely together with a few partners on this as well, and this makes up one of my more consistent income streams. One of my roles is also to work together with my partners who are in real estate to support them in areas where I excel a little bit more, which is mostly media creation, content creation, and marketing, and we partner up and work together on that to ensure that both our clients get the best experience possible, because there are different realtors with different strengths serving them at the same time, and even though they have more than one person serving them, they still pay the same commission, and we will split within ourselves after that. The whole idea is to provide value, and at any point in time, there's always someone that's serving them or answering their questions and needs, and that we all play to our strengths and cover each other's weaknesses. I also do work as a branding, marketing, and content creation consultant. I have done this on and off over the past 10 years, either with an agency that I started or freelancing for other agencies. Right now, I'm just freelancing as an individual. And one of the things that I really like doing, one of the concepts that I really like and I've stuck to for the longest time, is that whenever I do consultancy work, especially when it comes to branding and marketing, instead of collecting a very huge sum of retainer like most agencies do, they usually charge anywhere from 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, or even 50,000 a month to consult with them, come up with a strategy for marketing, and etc. But for me, I really enjoy the revenue sharing and profit sharing model, because as my friend Isaac likes to say, that gives me skin in the game. One of the things I absolutely hate is being a freeloader. What really gets me excited and out of the bed every day is to know that I'm adding value to my partner and my clients. So right now, when it comes to branding and marketing consultancy, my clients just cover my monthly costs. Like for example, I need to grab here, grab there to help them shoot some videos. They'll pay for like costs like website domain and etc. And how I actually get paid is that I get a cut of their profit or revenue. This ensures that I'm on my toes all the time to ensure that my advice and my strategies and the things that I'm asking them to do for their social media or their brand or their marketing campaigns really go into helping them make money and increase their revenue. Because marketing and branding is a skill set that is very hard to quantify, right? Like for example, if you do sales, if you close 5 cases means you close 5 cases lah. It's very easy to quantify. But when it comes to marketing, it's like, oh, was the video that I asked you to do the one that helped you to close the sale? Or was it your charisma? Or was it your staff that was performing very well? It's very hard to quantify and justify. It was me, it was my marketing advice. So what I really enjoy doing is that everybody has skin in the game. The advice, the strategies that I come up with you, if they do not work and you don't make money, I also don't make money. Because how I make money is that I get a cut of your total revenue or profit, depending on which client I'm working with, depending on the industry, the percentages are adjusted to ensure that it is fair. I'm not saying that you should do this. This is just a way that I enjoy doing it. For me, I'm just a sucker for wanting to see everybody grow together. It might not be the best business decision, but it's just something that really gets me out of bed every day to know that I am adding value. And if I'm not adding value, then my compensation is adjusted accordingly, because how much you make is how much I make. Next up, this one I do a lot less these days due to limited time, but because I've done quite a lot of music, whether it's for TV programs, whether it's for documentaries, whether it's for ads, whether it's for other artists, or for myself as an artist in the past, I still thankfully collect songwriting royalties and streaming royalties every year. So even if I don't really release music anymore, I rarely write songs and produce songs for artists these days, I still get recurring royalties. As long as my song is being used in a TV program, or my song is being performed by the artist live, or my song is being played on the radio, I get royalties. But of course, when people stop streaming, people stop listening, people stop using my music, then of course the royalties will dwindle. So how a lot of creators and songwriters that survive on royalties survive in the long run is that they have to constantly create. Because the day that you stop creating and the popularity of your music gets lesser and lesser, means the songwriting royalties get lesser and lesser also. Freelance music production. So for music production, we actually get paid upfront for a song that we produce. I still take on projects from time to time, but very rarely these days. I do this a lot more last time. I get commissioned to write or produce a song for an ad. I get commissioned to produce a song for an artist. These days, I only work with people that I'm close to, my friends, or people that I've worked with before. I don't really take on new clients because this is not really a direction that I really want to pursue anymore. If I do have inquiries for clients and things like that, I usually pass it on to my friends who are in the music production scene, or pass it on to my students. And Fiverr. So for the longest time, I actually generated pretty solid income by creating media kits, press kits, and writing bios, writing professional bios for people on Fiverr. Now I have actually slowed down a lot on doing this. I still work with clients, but mostly the people that come back to me, and I don't really take on new clients anymore because again, this is not something I want to focus on. The first few income streams that I mentioned just now is something that I spent a lot of time developing right now. So this obviously has to slow down because there's only that many hours in a day. But for the longest time, I actually make pretty good money working remotely. I had a lot of fun doing this. But this is something that I don't really do that often nowadays. But if you're considering doing it, it's something that allows you to build brand, build reputation, to acquire clients that is not within your local region. So most of my clients on Fiverr actually come from the US and the UK actually, which is pretty cool. And this is a little bit of an interesting one. It's dividend income. So I invest in a fund that actually gives me dividends. Every quarter I get the dividend, I just reinvest it back into the fund. Every quarter I get the dividend, I just reinvest it to the fund. But it's still considered cash flow and some form of income that I've been buying for actually a very long time. This makes up a very small percentage of my portfolio. Right now, I'm mostly still in growth. This one is a little bit more of a very stable, mature industry type of fund, but I still keep it because of diversification. And last but not least, I am also a content creator of sorts. So I sometimes do get commissioned to make certain content, to promote certain products on my Instagram, TikTok, but This one I don't really consider something that I focus on because one of the main reasons why I create content is because I really enjoy doing it. Whether it makes me money or not doesn't really matter at this point. And of course, because I work as a marketing and branding consultant, and one of the things I do is to come up with content creation strategies for my clients. So how can I advise a client on how to create content when I don't even create content myself? By creating content, I can understand the platforms better. Your YouTube, your TikTok, your Instagram, your Lemonade, your Pinterest, your Reddit. I can understand how people interact with content by creating my own content, and therefore I'm able to better advise on clients how to position their brand and their content on different social media platforms. So that's one of the reasons why I create content. Even though I do get paid from time to time to promote a product, this is not really my focus. That's it. Those are my 9 income streams that is still active right now. A lot of times, a lot of my friends and my clients and my students, they always ask me, how do you do so many things at once? Frankly, I also don't really know, but thanks to the support of my friends, my wife, my family, I'm able to do this, to wake up every single day, do what I love, support the people that I love, work with clients, add value to them, and somehow still make a very, very awesome living out of it. I'm very, very thankful for it. I'm definitely very blessed to be able to do this. One of the reasons why I'm able to do so many things now is because I've been building all these things in the past 10 years. So some of the things will take a lot more time in the beginning because I'm not as good at it. But now that I've been doing it for many years, I'm able to churn the product or churn the service very fast because of practice. Number 2, I always focus on the things I can do well, because if I can do it well, I can deliver value and can do it faster. So if you realize, a lot of the things that I do actually has a core in marketing, communications, or creativity. So a lot of the things that I cannot do well, for example, if I need to HTML edit or code a website that I'm doing for a client, I will hire a subcontractor to do it. Or certain things that's very time consuming, like adding special effects and sound effects to a video I'm editing, I will hire someone else to do it because those are very time consuming. I focus on what I can do very well, and I sub out the stuff that is like admin, invoicing to other people. But that also means that I have a lot of outgoing costs. But I always believe in paying to buy back my time so that I can focus on the things that I can do well, so that all of my clients, my friends, and myself, we can grow together. In the long run, I think this adds value and we grow slow, but we grow nonetheless. One of the things that I've learned over the years of starting businesses and being a freelancer is that finding the correct business partners and partners to work with is extremely important. It's really like finding a partner in marriage, because your business partner can drain your energy or can energize you. I'm very, very happy to say that right now in this current moment, everybody, almost everybody that I'm working with, whether they are my client or business partner, they kind of vibrate at the same frequency as me and we energize each other. So even though we're all figuring things out together, they really energize me. They really trust me to handle the things that I am responsible for. They don't question me, they just trust. And even if I screw up, they know that it's the process of learning and we will get better. They trust that my heart is in the right place and I want the best for them and the business. And this allows me and energizes me to do more, to want to do more, and therefore allow us to achieve a little bit more success. And I have had partners in the past that need me and want me to explain every single little detail of the things, of the decisions that I make, which is very draining, because by justifying my decisions and my strategies to them, I spend a lot more time trying to think of ways to justify my decisions rather than execute my strategies, which is super draining. So one of the reasons why I can do so many things is because right now I have partners and clients that really trust me in doing the things that I'm good at, that allow me to execute rather than explain. And the most important one of all, my goal in doing so many things has never really been to make more money, to make a lot of money. I make enough money to survive. I make enough money to invest so that I can eventually retire. My goal is to help people, add value, and to have fun and to learn. That is really all I'm looking for in every single job and every single income stream. And one of the most important things that allow me to continue to do this is the amount of experiences I can experience in doing this. Because I'm not stuck in one job, I get to do many, many things, which means that I get to meet a lot of people from a lot of different industries, learn from them, experience a lot of different things from a lot of different industries, learn from them. And that is really what gets me out of bed every single day, to experience new things, to meet new people, to have fun, and most importantly, to have a very sustainable lifestyle where I can do what I love, to make enough that I can save, I can pay for the things I want to pay for, I can invest, and I can eventually, hopefully in the near future, retire. That's my 9 income sources. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. My name is JJ. Peace!